All right, if you don't follow Spotter Up and Michael on the Instagram, you definitely want to go over to YouTube and you want to follow his We Fight Monsters. It's a badass podcast. I'm starting to catch up to it, but episode 28, I watched it last night. It's amazing. And Michael's talking to former SEAL Garrick Fernbaugh, and man, Garrick, like, just go down the description, read his resume. I mean, it's like, dude is so humble, so spiritual. He said something that really struck me yesterday on the podcast, episode 28, dealing with monsters, or We Fight Monsters, and his spirituality is really amazing and very akin to how I think, and it resonated with me and it stuck with me. And he was talking about he believes that the second coming of Christ is us from within expressing our Christ-like selves, and that's the second coming. It's through self actualization and self experience, and it's, you know, the God spark or divinity, our soul that's in each one of us. I'm not saying it quite as eloquently as he did, but there's a couple of things that hit me after that. Was yesterday. Then this morning I'm reading my devotional, and this is fantastic. On day 27, it talks about the restored by redemption, but there's, he's talking about Eden and how humanity lost their fellowship with God that they enjoyed in the Garden of Eden. But Christ's redemptive work, through Christ's redemptive work, we're born again. But he said Christ's own spirit comes to dwell within them. They are restored to God's purposes, and they are able to love and serve God again. So that's Christ's own spirit comes to dwell within them, and they're restored to God's purposes, and they're able to love and serve God again. Now, so he's in there, according to that, right? And then, the second coming. So I think Garrett may be onto something. But then I went back to something that I've memorized for my warrior ethos, and from Miyamoto Musashi, Book of the Five Rings. There's nothing outside of ourselves that can ever enable us to become better, stronger, richer, quicker, or smarter. Everything is within. Everything exists. Seek nothing outside of yourself. So then I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Like, it was like a triple hit, I was like, oh, and then self-interested isn't selfish. And, everything, you have to have self-belief, and all these things have to come from within, and then and only then can you truly give of yourself, and then receive gifts as a consequence of your giving, but you have to be squared away with yourself. So anyway, I thought it was pretty cool. Some dot connecting and just some revisiting, and it all kind of resonates and makes sense, and I'm going to chew on it some more, but hell, I felt like sharing. Cheers. We'll talk to you later. Bye.